Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Adofo, afefo, me chacha mo nyina me gidi se obi amoye. Me gidi se bibia ye okay, me gidi se bibia ye kama. Thank you very much for sharing our videos. Thank you very much for commenting. Thank you very much for liking. I love you. Thank you very much, Adamasi. Yes, we are continuing with your expose. Actually, I would like to tell you this. Thank you. You've been with us for all this while. We are almost into the Islamic religion. Yes. Now, we have um, we have done with the life of Prophet Muhammad before Islam. We've discussed so many things. We are discussing Nkwala Bremu, Nyama Esi, Yeni Nasifo, and then just last video na mo share concerning Khadija na waria or man papa boy and son of Ashra waria. So just because she understands them, the father will not give her to Prophet Muhammad. Yes, the father will not give her to Prophet Muhammad, and the reason is simple because he's a poor. He has no money. Yes, the way himself confirmed in the books, he has nothing. He has what it takes to marry. So he didn't worry himself for anything nti wanha ne wo sɛ ɔkɔware until sɛ Khadija deɛ ne bɛyɛ mu so he sees the opportunity. He sees the opportunity. You see, all those things are telling you that it is man-made because all the things we are reading are just systems of human beings. Human beings have systematized it. They want to do this, they'll do it. They want this, they want that, they do it. So you see, so it is man-made thing. It is man-made thing. Nothing is coming from anywhere. Nobody has anything. Nobody is speaking to any God. There is no any God anywhere. There is no any Allah anywhere. Nobody is speaking to anybody. Obian kasanchiro obia, Allah bian kasanchiro obia, Allah bian sumo obia ho. Yes, nipa system. But because some think they are too smart and the others and they think others are not using their brain, so they think they can take advantage. So we've been taken for granted. Yes, we've been taken for granted because we didn't put our mind into use. So this got them like Allah, whatever. It's all distance doesn't matter. So we are getting to the beginning of the religion. So this will be the last video in pre-Islamic era. And this one we're going to discuss about how the Makkah people renovated the Kaaba building. And this is going to be brief, brief about how Makkah people renovated Kaaba building. Because it's gonna be brief because in the Islamic project, we have a special discussion about pillars of Islam, Arkanul Islam, pillars of Islam. In the pillars of Islam, we're going to discuss Hajj, roots, where it is coming from, how it is done, and what is behind it, and how it is Muslim. Yeah, Hajj is Arabian traditional religional activity. Traditional Arab form traditional religion. No, no, no. Arab form traditional religion now participate in and Hajj is that. Is just that. Hajj is just that. Or prefer or shrine or bosom dino who prefer you value the Omubusumudan over your own that you have in your village. You think their own is more sacred than the Busumudan you have in your village. You think their shrine, Kaaba, is more valuable and more important than the one you have in your village. You think that their stone, their black stone, is more important than the stone you have in your village. If you come to northern region, Volta region, we have so many stones over there which are mysterious stones that people are using them, and these stones have mysterious energies, and people are using it for so many things. So you just dump your own and you respect other people's own. That is all. So the black stone of Saudi Arabia is nothing but traditional stone deity of Arabians. That is what you are buying. Someone has able to market it for you, and you've purchased it with an expensive price. And the shrine, that is the building, Kaaba, is the same thing. So it's nothing. Arab for almost some, Arab for almost some, and you've seen all this while, you followed us, and if you really listen to us, you will know that it is real. But because emotions, you are already into it. Yeah, who to maintain would say, oh, better as here, I can feel your pain. We were there some time ago. I was like you. Yes, I was like you. So it was saying, so this is the thing. So we want to discuss a little bit about the building because the reason why we want to discuss the building Kaaba is that, you know, at the age of 25, he got married. 10 years after the marriage, then the renovation of Kaaba took place. So 35, when he, at the age of 35, they renovated the building Kaaba. So this is why we want to discuss it. So why did they renovate the building Kaaba? Now the Kaaba, if you don't know, Kaaba is the shrine, that building you see. Initially, it was just a stones. Ɛyɛ mboba kɛkɛ na yɛakeka abɔ mu, that kind of bricks ɔmo deɛ no bi ɛna yɛakeka abɔ mu na yɛsi ɛna yɛankata so yɛankɔ. It's not covered. It's not covered, and it has one gate. It's not covered. That is how it was. But right now they've renovated it and built it to proportion it properly, and also the black stone has also been positioned properly. If not, initially that is how the stone is. And you know, I've told you in the videos, in one of the previous videos, that the Kaaba, according to Islamic religion, Kaaba was built by Adam. And in the flood of Noah, according to Islamic religion, Kaaba was built by Adam, and according to Islamic religion, in the flood of Noah, it got destroyed, and then Abraham came to build it this at the second time. Like that is what they said, and which is not true. There's no historical facts to that. There is nothing. The figure Abraham has never existed. The type of Abraham he has never existed. That type of Abraham has never existed. There are some people, now when we discuss these people, we will discuss religious figures, Quranic characters, Abraham, Noah, all these guys, we will discuss them. And you know, there are some people like that, but story, we have fat of this story, now they are telling Obi, that is what they've been doing. So, thank you very much for being with us. Now, Kaaba, they wanted to renovate Kaaba, and this is why they want to renovate Kaaba. According to them, uh, some people came to steal the treasure in Kaaba. You know, when they come to Hajj, what they do is that they drop gifts, they drop treasures. Some people drop gold for them for for their for their blessings. You know, they are casting away evil deeds over them. Hajj no ɛwɔ ɔmo abrɛ so no ɛyɛ musuo yie. Ɔmo yi musuo efi ɔmo so. Omuyi musuo efiri ọmụ so. That they are taking off, they are taking some burden, they are taking negativity, they are taking negative energies off their head. That is what Hajj is for. That is what Hajj is meant for. Hajj no sana ọmụ no. Omuyi musuo yɛ musuo yie. Ɛno nti na mboa kunkum ɛne etirinyi twa ɛne n'asefoɔ bante musuo yie no mu no na wode adeɛ bi adeɛ no a wode bɛyɛ sara no adeɛ no bɛyi musuo no afi wo so na abie kwan ama wo. So some people drop gold, some people drop wrist bracelet, golden, silver or diamond bracelet. Some people drop dresses, some people drop slippers, some people drop their earrings, women drop their necklaces. So the inside the building was full with treasure. Na sika japadeɛ ɛwɔ hɔ paa, amanfoɔ bɛ drɔpe japadeɛ ɛwɔ hɔ, nti na japadeɛ ɛwɔ hɔ paa. Ɛna ebula bi wɔ mfimfini. There's a wheel in the middle. There's a wheel in the middle of the Kaaba. Ebula bi ɛwɔ mfimfini. Nti ɛwɔ mfimfini ebula no, ɛhɔ na yɛdrɔpe nneɛma no nyinaa. So Kaaba, the building is full of treasures. Now, according to Ibn Hisham, page 239, is talking about this, and then he says, وَذَلِكَ أَنَّ نَفَرًا, the reason why they wanted to go to renovate the Kaaba, أَنَّ نَفَرًا سَرَقُوا كَنْزًا لِلْكَعْبَةِ, some people came to steal kanzan, the treasure لِلْكَعْبَةِ, of the Kaaba. They came to steal it. The treasure of Kaaba was stolen by some people. وإنما كان يكون في بير في جوف الكعبة. The treasures of the Kaaba is in the جوف البئر, the inside a wheel, like a bula na ewo Kaaba mu, ɛhɔ na yɛde treasure no gu, ɛgyapadeɛ no gu. وكان الذي وجد عنده الكنز دويكا. Now when they came to steal it, when the people came to steal when the thieves came to steal the treasure in the wheel or in the ebula of Kaaba, they want to keep it with one man called Duwake. They want to keep it with Duwake. So when the elders in Makkah started looking for the treasures, they went to see that they got to know that the treasure is with Duwake. Mawla Libani Mulay bun Amr bun Khuza'a. He's a Mawla, is related. He's a slave relating to a slave who has been given a half freedom, 50% freedom. Mawla, that is Mawla. Mawla means a 50% freedom slave. A slave that has been given his freedom 50%. That is the meaning of Mawla. Even though the word can be used interchangeably, that is Mawla. It is from this word that Hausa people get what they call Maula. 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 When Hausa man said Maula, meaning beggars. Suna Maula, mana suna uka. So that is it. Hoza, call Ibn Hisham. Fakuti at Quraysh yaduhu. Now when the Quraysh leaders found out that the treasure of Kaaba that was stolen was kept by Duwake, this is what they do. قطعت قريش يده. They chop off his hands. They chop off his hands. Quraysh for mpanimfoɔ who said treasure no, Kaaba treasure no, yɛwie a yɛno yɛde kɔsie wɔ Duwake hɔ no, ɔmo bɔ no kwadu. He is the first suspect. They think is part of the thieves. So they chop off his hand. Yɛtwa ne nsa. Now, this they amputated his hand. Yechaninsa, Quraysh for Echaninsa. This thing happened before Islam. It is in pre-Islamic era. It is in pre-Islamic era. And we see here. Now, tell me, those of you who think, say, chromosome and the in such or like, say, yancha or one son, who are moving now. Do you believe, sir, the laws are Arabian laws? This is it. Nhyehyɛeɛ, ɛyɛ Arabfoɔ nhyehyɛeɛ. Ɔmo aka ɔkorɔmfoɔ no nsa, yɛtwa Duwake nsa, kɔhwɛ Ibn Hisham, yɛatwa ne nsa. Yɛtwa ne nsa, wote ha sɛ Allah ama wo law, sɛ yɛntwa ɔkorɔmfoɔ nsa. I saw one video, one boy that they chopped his hand in Nigeria. Wicked people, this is cruelty. Etirimɔden, 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 yɛatwa ne nsa, akwala bi, yɛsɛ yɛwɔ wiase yɛatwa ne nsa. This is the law. They were amputating people's hands. They were amputating thieves' hands in Arabian Peninsula before Islam. We are telling you Islamic is Arabian culture that you are practicing and you think we are joking. This is it. I didn't write it. Stop having problem with me. Fakutiyat Qurayshun Yadahu. Quraysh amputate his hand. They chop off the hand of Duwake. Because when we are Okakonform Gubi, we are Kanensa, we are Arab ni, and our cancer. And this in such a the punishment of amputating the hand or chopping off the hand of a thief is not a new thing, it's an antique. It is an antique, like it is something that has been there for a long time. Starting all the way from Mesopotamia, all those people, that is where the Hebrews, Christians, on these Arabs are, the Semitics. The Semites are known of chopping people's hands. The Semites are known of chopping thieves' hands. The Semites, they are known of that. Nti law bi amfi nyame bia, law bi amfi Allah bia. Eya Arab fuo mra hyehyeye, e na wo de akyekyere wo pampen, wo ya Arab ni. This is it. I didn't write it. It is here. So that is it. So Quraysh yadahu wa tadhum Quraysh anna alladhina saraqu wa dahu in the Duwake. And the Quraysh thinks that the thieves went to hide the goods or the treasure they stole from Kaaba with Dwayne. So that's why they chop off his hand. So they decide, because of this incident of thieves broken into the shrine and stole the treasure of the shrine, they decided to rebuild, to renovate the Kaaba building. So that's what they did. Now, what did they do? They wanted to build it in a way that it can be protected. It can be, that time it's just a bricks, so one can climb it. So they wanted to be more taller so that you can climb. That is one. And they also want to have a gate, very protected gate, a secure gate for it. So that's what, and this is what uh, they are saying. وكان بعض قد رمى بالسفينة إلى جدة لرجل من تجار الروم فتهتمت فأخذوا خشبها. Now, what did they use to build the Kaaba with? They use wood. They use wood to build. Where did they get the wood? Omo di ndua and omo di kane na bricks, clay bricks no omo ye na omo di but say omo di ndua ka ho. Omo nya ndua ne fi. Safina, it was a ship, a wrecked ship, a Roman business ship, a business ship of Roman for has been struck by a storm and the ship wrecked. Nti ship no ebubu asai storm nsuo storm akrash ship no na ebubu abegu ho fa akazu kasha ba ha na omo akosesa ni ndua no. So ship ndua na omo de aye dai na omo de beka ho na omo de siye Faduha litaskifiha. So they use the sheep wood to build the Kaaba. So this is the thing. وكان بمكة رجل كبتي نجار. And at the Mecca they have someone, a man, a Kipti, a Hamite, Egyptian carpenter, who helped them to strategize it. Now, according to Ibn Hisham, it was the Egyptian carpenter that helped them to build the Kaaba. Now, the Ibn Hisham added some things. He says, وكانت حية تخرج من بئر الكعبة التي كان يترع فيها ما يودع لها كل يوم. There is a snake, there's a cobra in the well. Ebula no no cobra wom anopa bia na cobra na yi apie na ode no wa beto Kaaba wall no so na ewia ebo no fa tatasharrak ala jidar al-Kaaba. No ode no wa beto wall no so there's a cobra in the well. Well na ewo eyi Kaaba mu na ye de treasure edigu ho no na cobra owo cobra ewo ho anopa bia obeba no omo se na wapie na ode no wa beto wall no Kaaba wall no so na oji mframa anopa bia wakanat mimma yahabun. So this led them to be they fear they fear to get closer to the Kaaba because of the cobra. They fear to get closer to Kaaba. But this is what happened. They said, فَبَيْنَمَا هِيَ ذَاتِ يَوْمٍ تَتَشَرَّقُ عَلَى جِدَارِ الْكَعْبَةِ كَمَا كَانَتْ تَصْنَعُ بَعَثَ اللَّهُ إِلَيْهَا طَائِرًا فَاهْتَطَمَّهَا. Now, the snake has been a threat for them. They can't get closer to Kaaba. They can't get inside because the snake has been there for a long time. By one day, the snake has come out to relax the way it used to be. Sada ya opie babeda wall no so no. Eya na apia beda on te da no eda hona ba sallahu. Ena Allah asuma to Iran. Anoma, a bird has been sent by Allah for the bird came to lift the cobra. The bird came to lift the cobra. Anoma no betam cobra no ekoye. Fazaba biha. فقالت قريش, and then Quraysh said, Inna lanarju an yakuna qad radiyallahu ma aradna. And they said they wanted to renovate it, but because of the snake, they are afraid. But when the bird came to lift the snake away, they said it seems like the way what we want to do to renovate the Kaaba, Allah has really wanted us to renovate it. So snake now musuro anoma betam snake no cobra na ewo ho na how anoma betam no. So this is where they wanted to start the building of the Kaaba. Now they tried. Now they wanted to pese bugu no. So this story is in Ibn Hisham page 239. 239. Now, when you go to page 241, so when you come to page 241, the first person who started to break or who starts the foundation of the building, or who broke one side of the wall of the Kaaba to see whether it's going to be okay or it's going to be struck dead by their walls, is Al Walid ibn al Mughira. He started it. So when he did it and went to sleep and nothing, he woke up and nothing happened. They said, okay, now they can do it. So this is how they renovated the Kaaba. So they renovated the Kaaba. Then a confusion happened. They renovated the Kaaba and confusion happened. Now, after they finished building the Kaaba, after they've renovated it, they've done everything. This is what happened. The Hajar al Aswad, the black stone, and the tribes, everybody want to lift the black stone to its position. Obia pese or the stone move because Obia pese tribe be clan be pese obefa. Clan bi mpɛ sɛ clan kan no mpɛ sɛ clan baako bɛfa na daakye bi na clan na abɛka sɛ yɛn na yɛtama abobɔ no de kɔɔɛ na ɔmo de abɔ ɔmo ho asafohene. So they don't want it that way because they want they have this kind of proud attitude. So they tried, so they were arguing. They were arguing. And then they find a way and they said, okay, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. What are we going to do? Let us wait to see anybody that will come to us right now will be the person that we will ask him to judge among us. Who among the clans, which clan supposed to lift the black stone, the traditional Bosum stone, no, the Hajar al Aswad, no, the clan, no, who will pick it and go and put it, the stone, who will go and put it to the position. So that is what they said. Now, when you come to page Ibn Hisham, Safiratul Nabawiyah, page 243, and Nabiyu Yakum Bainahum Fayasimul Khilaf. Now they said they will allow someone that will come and they'll see, and they أول من يدخل من باب هذا المسجد يقضي بينكم فيه. And they said the first person that will enter from the gate of the mosque, Babul Masjid, from the gate of the mosque, Yakudi Bainakum fihi, is the first person that will allow him to judge and show us who will lift the stone, the black stone, to its position. Fafa'alu. Fakara awwalu dakhili Rasulullah. And they said, okay, we've agreed. So as they hold and behold, when they were waiting, the first person to enter is Rasulullah from the back, from the gates. He came. Falamma ra'awu qalu, when he came, they said, Hadal Amin, trustworthy, Yehudi, so come and judge between us. So this is what he did. He said to them, Halumma ilayya tawban, bring a cloth. They brought a cloth, and he lifted the stone and put the stone on the cloth and asked all the clans to hold the cloth. Nti ɔmo nyinaa ɔde abobɔ no, Muhammad de abobɔ no de si ɛyi yɛka ne sɛn ntoma no so. Ɔde si ntoma no so pɛ ɛna ɔsi clan no ɔbea soso ntoma no mu ɛna ɔmo so mu. Now this is the stone. These people were respecting and valuing the stone before Islam because ɛyɛ ɔmo bosom adeɛ. They were valuing the stone before Islam. Islam by and a value what was until you are practicing Arab for Mubusom. You are practicing Arab for Mubusom. Let mommy waste time. Time will. So let's go. Until fa utia bi fa aka rukun fa wadahu fi biyadihi and all the two into man so no mo de ko and no ayi abobo no de esi ho. So this is how he solved the confusion between the people. So this is how it is done. Now let me tell you one thing here. Bibi wa ha enye no correct. They said awwal man yadkhulu min bab hadha al masjid. Masjid is the building, the premises, the building that is surrounding Kaaba. In pre-Islamic era, there was no building there. There wasn't a masjid in the pre-Islamic era. Kaaba no da hopefe, building bi ane o. Nansan mo si masjid, masalachi and a mosque area one share. There wasn't a masjid. So this is fictional stories. The way I've been telling you all the time. They fix this to get you into it. They fix these stories to buy you. So this is what is making you crazy today. Because that time there wasn't a building. The first mosque that was built around the Kaaba was built by Umar, the second caliph. The second caliph after the death of Prophet Muhammad. So which door of mosque did Prophet enter? So all these stories are are creativities. They are fabricated stories. They created them just to get your mind. If not, I am Umar ne si masalachi nu nti wo so obi wura masalachi door pre-Islamic era. Pre-Islamic era, there is nothing like masjid. There is no mosque. There is no mosque in pre-Islamic era. There is no mosque. So it's a lie. It's a lie. So they are just trying to make it look beautiful. And to my creative stories. So this is how it is now. So they built it. That is when Prophet was 35 years old. 5 years before 5 years later, he became prophet. Yes. So when they built it, they put the stone there and everything. Now, the last thing I want to discuss with you is what they call homes. Homes is some kind of enthusiasm, serious restrictions that they've added to the uh, Hajj thing. Serious restrictions. Homes. Homes no ɛyɛ adeɛ a wɔde aka hajj no ho a wɔyɛ sɛ if you don't go by that rules and regulations, you can't perform hajj in pre-Islamic era. You can't perform hajj in pre-Islamic era. Now let me read some of these things for you in Asirat Nabawiya Ibn Kathir. The reason why you have to take these things into consideration is that these people that are saying those things are big people in your religion. So if there's a lie, they are the liars. If these things are lies, they are the liars. If these things are lies, Ibn Hisham is a liar. If these things are lies, Ibn Kathir is a liar. Now, if you have problem with all these books, including those ones that I didn't mention, Asiratul Arabiya and Co., you must throw them into that bin. Burn them. Burn the books. Now, when you burn these books, 60% of Islam is gone. Not even 60, 70% of Islam is gone. Because when you burn these books, when you throw these books away, when you take these books out of Islam, when you take these ones, Bukhari, Muslim, and Co., when you take them out of Islam, 70% of Islam is gone. You know why? Because you can't get Ikama. Like that thing you say before you pray, Allah Akbar, the Ikama. You can't get it in the Quran. You can't get the calling, Allah Akbar, that noise we do in the morning to call for prayer. It's not in the Quran. This is where it is found. So when you throw it away, we will throw that one away. You throw it away, a whole lot of things we're gonna throw away. So when you throw these books, when you condemn this book, when you say these books are useless, then 60 to 70% of Islam is gone. And then the 30% or the 40% remaining in the Quran, we will handle that one later. And let's see if your Islam will remain. It's not gonna remain. It is man-made thing. Anything that man has made, man can say something about it. But whatever nature has made, you dare not to question it. Your Allah didn't create anything. Allah is not a creator. Please. You see, now let me ask you something. Which you will tell me that all the fruit we are using are created by Allah, right? You are funny. There is no natural fruit. Do you know that? The original apple is not the type of apple you are seeing today. The apple you are seeing today that you are eating was a breed that man is able to make it up. Apple now win the original apple no yes anete. Original banana eba ankasa natural banana no enya sa anete enya kese ese na enya den so untumi mi. Nea ɛyɛ sweet na wodi no yɛ natural. Ɛyɛ nipa nhyehyɛeɛ ɛna wa breed ɔmo ɛna apie. Nti banana na wodi no was not created by Allah. It is humans. You see, we know what we are talking about. You better open your eyes. Now let me ask you this. Did your Allah create dogs? No. Allah didn't create dogs. Do you know why? Do you know the origin of cats and dogs? The origin is coming from a wolf known as grey wolves. The grey wolf is the origin of all the dogs you have, including the Chihuahua dogs. Now, it is through that grey wolves in the forest that someone brought them home and interbreeded them. That is where we got all kind of the dogs we have. So who told you it is Allah that is creating? Allah didn't create anything, brother. Open your eyes. We are in 21st century. This is just to tell you a little. Now, they added some things. Now, one of the things they've added into the thing is that when you go to Hajj at that time, this is what they do. Go to Ibn Kathir, Sirah and Nabawiya, page 312 to 313. He says, وَكَانُوا يَمْنَعُونَ الْحَجِيجِ وَالْأُمَّارِ مَا دَامُوا مُهْرِمِينَ أَنْ يَأْكُلُوا إِلَّا مِنْ طَعَامِ قُرَيْشٍ. When you go to Hajj at that time, you don't have to eat any food unless Quraysh food. Quraysh food aduane ɛna yɛde bɛma wo. Bosom aduane, bosom fie aduane na wobɛdi. Wokɔ hɔ a, bosom fie aduane na wobɛdi. You will not eat any food. That is one. وَلَا يَطُوفُوا إِلَّا فِي ثِيَابِ قُرَيْشٍ. And you don't wear any clothes to circumambulate around the Kaaba unless Quraysh fuata there. Unya do hope at that time. Unya do wa ye wata there, ye ji wata there, ye ji wata there to ho. Na Quraysh fuama pamata de ashaw. Enuna odibeye tawaf. فإن لم يجد أحد منهم ثوب أحد من الأمس وهم قريش وما ولدوا من دار معهم. أنا سواء نعتدي سواء نعتدي معه سقريش فونا تدي ناسا. أنا أموني إنكاينا أمبما تدي نو كنانا خزاعة. All these ones are Arabs which Quraysh are umuma atadia yedi tawaf yedi sukamambleti yedi kora ewa Kaaba no yeto Kaaba no nchia no atadia no se wanya atadia bia untumi mfa watadia ye what will you do tafa urianan you do the circumambulation and now be Kaaba no we shia kwatre kwa you do it naked. If you didn't get a cloth from Quraysh, you didn't get a cloth from the clan known as Kinana, you didn't get a cloth from the clan known as Huza'a, you can never use any clothes. You do it naked. You do Hajj activities naked. That is how they were doing it. That is what they are doing. Ibn Kathir, Sirah Nabawiya, 312. Naked, that's what they do. Walau kanat imra, even if you are a lady, even a lady, oba naked, that is why they do it naked. As I man for the munyama. ولهذا كانت المرأة إذا اتفق طوافها لذلك وضعت يدها على فرجها. That is why mbano omu kwa sata mu omu koye Hajj na omu anya atadia na omu de omu nsa de akata omadeja. They cover their private part. They don't do it with dress. They don't do it with dress. And those dresses, if you use any other dress to do it, you don't take the dress away. You throw the dress away. They call those dresses alukun, the throwing or the dumping or the disposing dresses. Ntadeɛ na ɔmo de yɛ Hajj saa time no, onni kwan sɛ wode atadeɛ bi abɛyɛ. Ɔmo na ɔmo bɛpam atadeɛ de ahyɛ wo na wode ayɛ. Woyɛ wie a na woayi atadeɛ no adi egu hɔ. Mfa nkɔ. Nea yɛde atadeɛ no bɛyɛ wonnim. Nea yɛde bɛyɛ wonnim. Yɛde yɛ dɛn yɛhye no yɛyɛ de no wonnim. Just like nnɛ yɛapam white yɛde ahyɛ wo. Wowie a nnɛ na woayi wo tirinwi aja ama ɔmo. Have you ever asked yourself where is the hair going? What are they using the hair for? What could be kurum? Kuruma and yo kurum. So go for rituals. Now what for rituals? We are you 3 me. And I watch 3 me no asabagana. We'll discuss what the hair stands for and why you leave your hair there one day. So this is what one of the incidents that happens, and this is how they were doing the Hajj. Just briefly, this is how they were doing it. So you see, at the age of 35, Prophet Muhammad witnessed the building of Kaaba, the renovation of Kaaba, and then they added all these things to it. We are done. We are getting into the prophethood. The prophethood, but before that, because questioning a prophethood in Islamic religion is known as blasphemy, ridda, apostasy, and all that. I'll break and then we'll discuss the law of apostasy and the law of blasphemy in Islamic religion. And I have a lot for you in there. The next video you're gonna see about this is going to be the law of apostasy in Islamic religion briefly before we get to the prophethood of Prophet Muhammad. Now remember, Khadija went to discuss with Waraka, and I told you we read it in the past video. He was a Nasrani and he was a Christian, so he was a priest. Thanks for watching. Share, comment, until we meet again. I say to you, bye bye.